Hi everybody, Joe Malarkey here with another Secure CRC update. Today we're going to talk about mortgage fraud. Now, while this topic isn't business related exactly, it's enough of a problem these days to get on the Secure CRC radar. We're still waiting for the FBI's 2018 report, but their 2017 report, in that report there were over 9,000 real estate related frauds that got reported to their website, the ic3.gov website, which is specifically used for this kind of thing, for reporting of incidents like this. Now, mortgage wire fraud occurs when the money due at a closing is redirected to a different bank account, usually overseas, the crook's bank account. Here's how it happens. Someone involved in the transaction is going to have their email account compromised. Now, this might be the real estate agent, it might be the title agent, it might even be the mortgage lender. Crooks targets these agents, and send them emails that either contain malware or trick the agent, into divulging their password to their email account. We see the same thing in business email compromise at corporations. Once the crook has the password, now they can sit back and watch email transactions to and from that compromised account. There's no way the account owner is going to be aware of this. As far as the email service is concerned, the crook is the real account holder. Now, more and more email services, at least public ones and big ones like Gmail, are warning people when a new device or a location is detected on the account. Well, that's a good thing, but only if we're all looking for those emails. And oh yeah, if you're using a web browser for your email, you might never see that warning. That's because the crook can actually delete the email before you even see it. Even if you have an app on your phone or your laptop, if you're not syncing email all the time, the crook still might be able to delete the warning before you ever see it. Now, once the crook has control over your email account, he or she can sit back and wait for a closing. That's when they'll strike. At that point, they'll send another email to the buyer asking for some innocuous information. However, this email probably won't come from the actual agent's email address anymore. It'll come from a new email address. After all, if they send it with the actual email address, the buyer might respond and the crook would most likely get caught before the scam has had a chance. Now, maybe the buyer notices the change of email address, and maybe they don't. In reality, they probably won't bother worrying about it, even if they do notice. Who doesn't have more than one email account these days? As the closing date approaches, the crook will suddenly send an email informing the buyer of a change in the account number to which they have to wire funds. Not only that, but the funds will have to be wired soon, immediately, before the end of the day. Buyers are not aware of the rules for closings, and if you've ever bought a house, you know that things change at the last minute all the time. So the buyer's going to go along with the change, more than likely, and wire that money, wire that closing amount, including the huge down payment, to the new account. Then they pop the champagne and celebrate. Oh, I'm not talking about the buyers. The crooks are the ones popping the champagne. They just made a ton of money with almost no effort at all, and they did it quickly and probably anonymously. So what happens when the buyers find out? Does the bank cover the loss with FDIC funds? Absolutely not. Banks reimburse money, or they don't reimburse money to you if you told them to send wire amounts somewhere, even if you were tricked. After all, they weren't tricked. They made an authorized transfer at your request, using the account that you gave them. So you're probably going to be out of luck and out of cash. Well, hopefully it's not you, but someone will fall for this scam this week and next week and the week after that and the week after that. The scam is just too easy to pull off for the crooks to stop. Most of the time, they're not even in the United States when they send these emails. So even if you find out who they are, they're probably safe. There's really no winning this one once the funds are in the crook's accounts. However, I don't want to discourage you. If you think you've been the victim of a wire fraud, act immediately. the funds might not have made it to their final destination yet. Call your bank as soon as you can. So, how can you avoid this scam in the first place? Well, here's some things that can protect you. Number one, always call the closing agent or the title company about the details of the closing money. Don't rely on email alone for this. This is especially important if there's a change in the payment amounts or the accounts. Number two, you might want to try and ask your bank to place a note on your account that requests that they contact you by phone before any wire transfers take place from your account. This will prevent someone else from initiating the transfer. Believe it or not, the crooks are brazen enough to do that. Number three, if you think you're a victim, contact your bank immediately, like I said, and request a wire recall. There might still be time. Now make a big noise about this. Insist on talking to someone in management. Don't leave this up to a teller. No offense to tellers, but this is too important. This is probably going to be tens of thousands, if not six figures, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we need someone important to take care of this. Now also, call your local FBI field office. They might not have the resources to get involved with this case, but it's worth a try. No matter what, report the crime, even if it's unsuccessful, to their Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. The day you close on a home should be one of the highlights of your life, not the date that will live in infamy. So be safe and go after that American dream with confidence. Thanks for stopping in. I'm Joe Malarkey, and this has been a Secure CRC Update.